everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy White. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if this is the first time you're checking on my channel, kindly hit on that subscribe button and turn on notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. So in today's video, we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this kimono jacket that you are seeing on your screen. Yes guys, that is what we're going to be doing today. So I have my fabric here already. This fabric is an organdy fabric. That is what we're going to be using for this tutorial. So I've also gone ahead to fold my fabric into four. As you can see, I've folded it already into four. So the length that I'm working with is 59 inches. So because we are going to be having fringes attached to this kimono, we are going to deduct the fringe that will be attaching to it. So I will be deducting the length of the fringe that will be attaching to it. So now what I have left is 42 inches. I'll be working with 42 inches, and I'm also going to be using 1 inch to fold the end of this fabric. So that is what I have here. So I have my fringes here already. So what I have is 2.5 yard of these fringes. So the fabric I'm working with is actually 2.5 yard. So now I got the fringes of 2.5 yardage as well. So guys, I also have my applique here. If you look at the picture, you discover that we have an applique on the neckline and the waist area. So this is what I got that I'll be using for the neckline and for the waist area. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to be folding our fabric. We've folded our fabric already. So we're going to take the measurement of the neck width. So the neck width I'm working with is 3 inches. I'll come over here and mark 3 inches for the neck width. So for the back neck depth, I'll be taking 1 inch. 1 inch for the back neck depth, and I'll go ahead and connect it. So after connecting it, I'll be taking the neck depth for the front. So the neck depth for the front, I'll be working with 3.5. Remember, we're going to be attaching a collar to this neckline. So I'll be working with 3.5, and I'll go ahead and connect it this way. So I'll just use my free hand and connect it. So after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to this shoulder point. I'll be taking the shoulder slope. So the shoulder slope I'll be working with is 1.5. I'm taking 1.5 for the shoulder slope, and I'm going to connect it to the neck. I'll go ahead and connect it to the neck width this way. So after connecting it, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut out the neckline. So we're not going to be having any cuts for the sleeve for this particular kimono that we're making. So looking at the picture, you discover that round sleeve was not taken. So the only thing we're going to do, we're just going to join this shoulder point. After joining the shoulder point, we'll fold the side. So after we have folded the side, that is when we're going to be joining it. We will not take out what the sleeve will be working with. So if you look at the picture, I think from the point where they took the sleeve was up to the waist area or below the waist area. So at that point, we'll be taking like 20 or 21 inches before we just join it downward. So now what we'll be doing, we'll be cutting out the neckline. So I'll go ahead and cut out the neckline for the back. I'm cutting the shoulder slope this way. So after cutting the shoulder slope, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take out the back from this fabric. So I'll open it up and remove the back so that we can cut out the front neckline. So I'll just bring it out this way and place the front together, and I'll be cutting the neckline for the front. So after cutting the front neckline, I'm going to open up this front. I'll go ahead and open it up this way. So I've opened up the front. This is what we have for the front. Can you see? So this is how our kimono is going to look like. So at this point, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be joining the shoulder point using 1/2 inch. So I'm going to get the back of our fabric and we'll just go ahead. I'll go to my machine now and join the 2 shoulder points using 1/2 inch. So after joining the shoulders together, I went ahead to weave on it. So this is what you are going to do. After weaving on it, you press it. So at this point, the next thing we are going to do, I'm going to come over to the side. Remember I told you before we take the round sleeve, we are going to be folding the side. So now I'm going to fold the side this way. From one end to the other end, I'll be folding it this way. I will do the same thing for the other side. Okay guys, so I folded the sides, both sides, I folded it. So before we join the sides, I am going to bring down this neckline. So we are attaching a bishop collar to this neckline, and from what I have here the neckline is too small, so I am going to bring down this neckline a bit using 1/2 inch. So I'll just place both front and back this way. This is the back and this is the front part of our dress. So I'm going to be cutting just 1/2 inch from this neckline. So after cutting it out, this is what we have. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this center front. I'll be folding the center front this way. I'll just fold it twice. So this is what I'll be doing for both sides. So after doing that, we are going to be joining the side. So I'm going to place my fabric this way. Can you see it? The front and the back together. So after placing it this way, we are going to take the sleeve. So if you look at that picture clearly that we're working with, the round sleeve is up to 20 inches. So I'm going to be taking 21 inches for the round sleeve. 21 inches. So this is where I am going to sew down. Can you see it? So I'll go ahead and go to my machine and sew down. So I'm taking 21 inches from this shoulder slope. Can you see it? From this shoulder slope, I'm taking 21 inches. So I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'll be taking 21 inches. So from this 21 inches, I am going to sew down. You can decide to go down more than this 21 inches. It all depends on what you are working with. So, but this is what I'll be taking. So now I'll go over to my machine, sew down these sides, and I'll be sewing down the center front before we attach this collar and the applique. So after joining the side, this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead later on and give it a good press for everything to relax. So at this point, I'm going to get my fringe and we're going to be attaching it to the hem of this kimono jacket. So what I'm working with, like I said earlier, is 2.5 inches. So this fringe is 2.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and sew it down. Now that I've folded this hem, so you're going to fold your hem first, the hem of the jacket you're working with. You fold it first before attaching the fringe to it. Or if there's another way you know how to attach your fringe to it, you can go ahead and do that. So but this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sewing down the fringe on top of the folded hem. So yes, this is how I am going to do it. Can you see the way I'm placing it? So I'm going to go to my machine and sew it down from one end to the other end. And when I'm done with that, I am going to be attaching the collar. So I already have a video on my channel on how to draft, cut and sew a bishop collar. So I won't be going over it again. If you don't know how to cut a bishop collar and sew it, kindly check on that video, or I'm going to be putting up the link in the description box for you to check on it. So I'm going to go ahead and fix the collar, and after fixing the collar, I'll be attaching this applique that we are working with. So I'm going to be attaching one on this side of the neckline, on the other side, and if you look at the picture, we also have on the side of the kimono jacket. So that is what I'm going to be doing. and when I'm done with it, I'll place it on the mannequin and show you what this jacket is looking like. Here's the final outcome of our kimono jacket that I've been making. So this is what it's looking like. Very easy and simple to make. So here is the collar. So I've gone ahead to fix the collar. So I have a video on my channel on how you can fix a bishop collar. I'm going to be dropping the link in the description box below so you can check it out if you don't know how to fix this particular collar. So for the applique, I just went ahead to cut out what will go around the neckline, and I pin it down on the fabric, and I used my machine to sew everything. So no gum was applied to this applique that we have here. And the remnants, I added it to the waist area. So this is what we have for our kimono jacket, guys. So please, if you find this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and turn on notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Like and share this video, make your comments. Till our next tutorial again, we'll be doing something next. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.